Exactly. Wow, I've never seen Samir put this much effort. That's so cute. Yeah, you're like, fuck this shit. Time for this shit.
Well, you scheduled it. You said Sunday.
Alright,
this one and the one with Diana too.
You want to just put it right next to each other like that?
We're ready. We're ready. Come on, guys. Let's roll. Reunion.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Action.
Welcome to With the Sisters Season 1 Reunion.
Woo! We asked you guys on Instagram to ask us some of your most juicy questions for us to answer. So here we are going to answer it for you guys. Who wants to start? Not me.
This question, I guess, could be for all of us to answer. Who would survive the longest without social media? I think it'll be Nagam.
For sure, Nagam. She's already like the person who doesn't want to share too much on her social media. I feel like between the three of us.
Correct.
So she'll be fine.
I think the question should be who would die right away without social media.
Oh,
my wife.
Diana.
I think it's you too.
No, it's Diana.
Yeah,
No.
Diana, maybe Diana. Yeah.
Diana, not me. Are you kidding me, babe?
I think it's definitely Diana.
It's definitely Diana.
It's definitely Diana, yeah, I agree. Okay. Who is the sneakiest sister?
Ooh.
Let's have the guys answer.
Do we get to answer?
Absolutely.
yeah, you guys.
I don't think any of you guys are sneaky.
Good answer. I agree. I don't think any of us.
Such a PR answer.
No,
but
really,
it's
honestly.
true.
Like,
Are you running for
open,
office or something?
You guys are open with everything,
Correct.
right?
We're not.
Well,
we
let me go start off by saying Hen was the least.
Yeah. My face does it all the time.
That's a ballsy statement.
No, I'm not sneaky.
Who hides the most things?
Yeah. I don't think sneaky is the correct term.
Yeah.
Thank you, Salim. That is true.
But I think it's a good question, but not sneaky, because none of you are sneaky.
Yeah.
That's
Sneaky
correct.
as in like hides things?
Which
or
one's
like does
maybe the
things
most
on the low?
clever?
No, sneak
Who's
is
the
not
most
clever.
like independent? Like doesn't like share their
sneak-
life as much?
Sneak is not independent.
I think we're reading into the questions too much. I think they want to see the drama, so I think if we do feel someone's private, the sister should answer it out
Yeah.
loud.
I don't think the way that me and my sisters were raised, we're not sneaky at all, but
Some people are more private than the others.
correct. I'm more of an open book compared to my sisters. I'm learning not to be, because like the world does not deserve for you to be so open sometimes.
And sometimes that will hit you in the face.
And sometimes that does end up like exactly
Like slapping you in the face.
Yes, I'm learning to undo that. I think maybe the most secretive. It's a tie. You know what? It's a tie between Nagam and Diana. It is a tie between Nagam and Diana.
I
I feel like Diana's more secretive than me.
it's
That
funny.
is correct. Diana is a little more secretive.
It's funny because I share the most of my life on social media. I feel like I share all the tiny details,
but in real life,
I'm actually the most secretive.
Like when
I
something.
don't even think it's secretive is the word for it.
I think you just
Private.
Private.
Yeah.
Wait, that's
nothing
so
wrong with
weird.
that.
But you're not really private.
She's not private on social media, but she's private in real life.
Yep.
Like Diana would be moving to, I don't know, Virginia, and
no one would know till the day of.
Till the day of.
Oh, by
But she
the
would
way,
tell you that she's thinking about Canada.
Yeah.
And then move to Virginia. No, I'm kidding.
That is true.
All right, so I think I'm gonna start going to the juicy stuff.
Ooh.
I'm not gonna target anyone specific, but I'm gonna go for my brother here. Samir, do you feel bad that you missed the family photo shoot after watching that episode?
I missed the family photo shoot.
Me and the kids on the beach.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Which family shoot did I do?
Oh, you
That was a while
about
back.
it.
Remember when I was crying?
All I remember, if you ask me like highlights of my year, all I remember is 2 photo shoots. I forget everything, and I remember the ones that I went to.
I had to reschedule this photo shoot 3 times for him.
No, I mean I'll do anything for her. You know, it's just I missed the photo shoot.
No,
What did I
baby.
miss?
You remember the one that Guinwa was like crying in the car? It's a photo shoot, a family photo shoot at the beach.
I had to reschedule
And
twice.
you were so tired from work, so you didn't make it. You had to stay. You slept instead.
I legit do not remember.
It doesn't need money to move mountains, Samir. It doesn't.
Going to help my sister today at the photo shoot because that's what sisters are for.
Yeah.
This shows you how much
Can
it
you
works.
show me pictures? Of the
Baby,
photo
it's
shoot?
the one with me and Serena and Ali on the beach, and then Salim and Nagam came and helped me out with the photo shoot.
This was like 10 months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty long.
I remember it.
Yeah.
Guinwa was like in the car. Guinwa was in the car crying too.
Yeah. You didn't. You don't remember at all. Well, you did miss the photo shoot.
Oh,
remember
I
that?
remember now.
Yeah.
I remember now.
Yeah.
I remember
you
why.
made me reschedule it twice, and then you still didn't show up.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, it's. I think the fact is that it was on the beach, and I have to it's all sandy, and I have to drive, and my car is gonna get all sandy. Just driving an hour and 5 hours. I don't know.
But you knew where the photo shoot was going to be at. You just didn't value it enough to show up.
So the question is, do you regret it?
Thank you. Okay.
Sounds like he doesn't.
No. I just tried to remember the photo shoot, but the answer is I regret every photo shoot I haven't been to.
Aww.
So because I'm beginning to value memories more now. Because my kids are growing so fast. I mean, maybe I should have been there. It's a family photo shoot. I understand. I mean, when the pictures come out, they come out really nice, and I like them.
Great answer.
Amazing. I think, also it says a lot about, we're very different in terms of, taking content. I love documenting everything for my kids. My husband never saw value in it, and I think it's because, we grew up with our dad. Our dad literally would film everything for us. We have an entire cabinet of CDs and DVDs of our first birthday, second birthday, when we first walked, all that stuff. Samir never saw the value in capturing these moments, but now when he looks at our family photos that we've taken the past few years,
and they grow so quickly.
Yeah.
And I'm getting old, and I'm like, man, I need
You're
to
only 35.
Yeah, but
yes, but I mean,
Yeah.
Good answer, babe.
Good answer.
Good.
Love it. Actually had a few questions about this, Miss Nagam.
Oh.
How come you didn't pick Zayn after all for your son's name?
Well, so you know how we're still trying to figure out a name?
Oh, I think for the baby, yeah.
Yeah. Zayn was never on my radar till my mom and Salim talked about Zayn being a nice option. Let's keep it real, babe.
I don't know about that. I wanted Zidane.
No, you wanted Zidane, but you're like, if it's not Zidane, then Zayn.
Well, can I clarify?
Sure, clarify.
The only reason why I was okay with Zayn is because I wanted Zidane. But my mom and your mom hated the name.
Zidane.
And the only thing that was closer to that name was Zayn. Right? So that was the reason why I was okay with Zayn. But it wasn't like, I wanted Zayn and I wanted to fight Diana for it.
No. Yeah. So I approached, when we talked to Diana, how do you feel about Zayn? And then she was like,
What? What kind of stupid ass question is that? I'm sorry, I don't have time for stupidity. Go figure out a name that you came up with on your own. Goodbye.
She hung up. She's pissed. Yeah, that's my name. She gave me that attitude. That's what pissed me off, and I wanted to be like, but why? And if she approached it in a more oh, that's cute, but I really wanted it kind of thing, I would actually, it was just more of an ego thing.
Well,
but I wasn't really gonna choose Zayn. If she obviously if she cared about it that much, and anyways, it was just a conversation. Hey, how do you feel about this? But I wasn't gonna do that.
I just feel like I had a right to give you attitude because it's we've been knowing how I feel about this, so why call me and bring it up? It just seemed a little childish.
All I have to say is that you better have your child named Zayn.
Boy or girl?
You have that next one.
Before I have my next one. Boy or girl?
No, honestly, if it's a girl, I might just have to be Zaynab.
But obviously, if it bothered my sister that much, we weren't gonna do it.
I will say, Zidane is still a fire name, so if we have another son...
Zidane is a really good name.
Yes.
I love it.
Yeah.
So.
Disagree.
Well, we can agree to disagree.
Yeah.
All right, someone had this question. I had the same question too. When are you gonna fix that mustache?
Oh!
You guys not like it?
I think there's mixed reviews on it.
Oh boy.
I got some comments that they liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I rock it.
I've always wanted to have a mustache all my life, and this is the first time I did it. Only for 30 days. So to answer your question, tomorrow. It's just for November.
I feel like he looks like Baba with the mustache.
Someone
Yeah.
said,
someone said you look like Baba Hada vibes.
Yeah. It was meant to scare you, but it didn't. When I shaved my entire beard?
Yes, when he shaves his beard completely, that's when he scares me. That's a big no-no.
Well,
I'm getting rid of it soon.
I'm rocking with the mustache, so...
Yeah, the mustache is not too bad.
I'm rocking with it.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll keep it.
Your turn.
All right.
Pick one.
Let's see. How do you feel about the comments trolling you? And do you feel like you're the most trolled? I don't know if that's a word or not, but
It doesn't bother me at all.
And is there a reason for that?
I'm not bothered. They're watching me, so I'm not worried about what their opinion is.
He said, if you don't like it, keep scrolling.
Doesn't bother me at all. Haters are gonna hate. Hey, if Ronaldo has haters, I'm gonna have haters.
Why is Diana always left out of Nagam and Guinwa's bond?
One, I'm the youngest. Two, I don't live in Florida. I'm all the way in California.
You answered that terribly.
First of all, is it a question
Why
for you?
would you say? No, it's a question for all of us to answer. But like, what do you mean? One, I'm the youngest.
Because usually the two oldest ones are like more communicative.
I think you're misunderstanding what she's saying.
Yeah, like Suna. Look at Suna. He's more distant.
I think it's a question for both of them why they're distancing you.
I agree.
Yeah, they may know something they're not telling you.
But they don't distance me. They just live in the same state. And I live in California.
I think because a lot of people saw in the episodes, it was like me and you against Diana. Which I don't know why, like what did you say? We're like we're the
stepsisters from Cinderella, the evil stepsister.
I think it's only because me and Guinwa have more similar opinions than Diana in some ways.
I don't think so. I think you guys are closer in age is one.
No, let me break it down to you. First of all, she lives in California.
That's the main reason.
That's literally the main reason. We're both in Florida. She's in California. Like, you're different coast, different time zone, everything.
When me and Naham lived in California, we were together a lot more than her and Guinwa, obviously.
Correct.
Yeah.
Also, Diana is never mind.
La La Land?
No, not La La Land.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Diana's
unbothered.
Diana's very unbothered. That describes her very well. And she's very like Hussein and that's it.
Yeah.
Type of vibe.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah.
Not Hussein and that's it.
No, it is. Well, not, but majority Hussein then.
I never felt understood growing up.
Oh. Are we about to cry?
No.
Let's take that towards them.
No, I'm gonna actually answer you with that question very harshly, but go for it.
Wait.
Oh,
do we want to go there?
We do want to go there because I think that's very inaccurate.
Another reason I feel like they feel like, oh, Hassan and that's it. It's not even that. It's just I feel like Hassan understands me a lot more than anyone ever did growing up.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm just gonna be honest.
No, I'll tell you this. Hassan is probably the most patient man I have ever met.
Thanks, babe.
And his entire
also Hassan has like basically Diana doesn't have to pick up anything.
Correct. He does everything for her.
So there's no reason as to why Diana doesn't feel understood. Not everyone can be like that.
Exactly. And I sometimes I'm shook how Hassan, I admire how Hassan is, but let's be realistic. Like,
us as our family, we can't.
You grew up with a family of like strong women. Like, we're not gonna go. Like, remember, you used to wake up about 5 a.m. to do your hair. You wanted everything to be done for you at a certain time, and we all we love you so much.
No, it wasn't about.
But like,
it has
we all have different. We all have different personalities, different hormones, different way of living. Hassan just bases his life based off of what makes you happy. That's
right.
All,
But I wasn't expecting you guys to base your lives around me growing up. Relax. I feel like if anything, you guys were too focused on things I'm doing that you didn't like, and I actually just wanted to be left alone.
Yeah, like, I mean, if you don't get 8 hours of sleep, it was like a shit show in the household.
What does that have to do with anything? I'm just saying. When it comes to like my personal life, like I think out of love, because you guys were my older sisters, you really wanted to know like every little thing I'm doing, and then you would like go to mom and dad with like any little thing you didn't like about like what I did, which that's what I mean. Not like, oh, I expect everyone to treat me like Hassan treats me.
I remember when you turned 18, when you turned 21, I made sure to be there on your birthday.
Yeah.
I was that kind of person. I mean, I think I don't regret that at all.
No, I don't regret.
Guinwa is more selfless. Is that the word?
Yeah.
Like to us, and you were more like, and I have that a little bit with you, by the way, or like you a little bit more like me.
Thank you for saying that.
I'm in between. I think. Yeah, no, I think I'm in between. But you know what I mean?
I think Guinwa just focuses a lot more on our life as a family.
Correct.
And I was more like to myself.
Yeah. And about you. Yeah, and then Hussein is all about you, so that's why.
Exactly.
It's so you love everything Hussein because But
it works for them.
Yeah,
it works for you. It's honestly, you guys have a beautiful relationship, and I love it. But I don't want you to feel like it's because we love you less. We actually love you so much, and we're very proud of you.
No, I know that.
But it's just like
back to the hair appointment, a hair thing. I feel bad to wake up Dad at 5 a.m. to do my hair,
and it was with attitude done too. It wasn't like
you don't mind waking him up at 5 a.m.
Okay,
you had him drive to your hotel.
That's because I was on a dance team and I had to have hair, or I would literally get a violation.
But you could have learned how to do your own hair.
I didn't know how to do my own hair, but Dad never taught me how to do my own hair.
But you could teach yourself.
I taught
herself.
But
it's fine. It's okay. You can be a princess with your husband now. It all worked out for you. God sent you a man that truly understands you, which is great. But I think Nagam said something that's very true, and that's why sometimes I'm so frustrated, and it came off a lot that way in this season, is because I truly put my family before myself. And I'm not saying that's like a good thing. I think I've learned that I should really love me first, and that's something that I've always struggled with. So when I feel like it's not reciprocated, like I'm always out there like thinking of your guys' best interest in mind.
I think because you're the oldest,
correct.
And
you're the youngest. You're more like, I'm in La La Land. Like, why is she pissed? And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, it's, you know what I mean? Like, I expect effort, and you're just like, I don't need to do that.
Yeah, I'm the type, honestly, I'm not going to waste my time and try and figure out what someone is thinking or what someone wants me to do. Like, if you come up to me and you're like, hey, I want help with this or want you to do this, I'll be the first person to help you. But I'm not going to sit there and try to read your mind. And I feel like you stress yourself out so much trying to read people's minds and what you think they want. And a lot of times it is wrong. You know what I mean? Because you're also like, you're so selfless, you try to like be like, oh, like I'm assuming this is what she wants, and the other person's like, I'm not even thinking about that. So I feel like you'll actually be way less stressed out if you just, hey, make it clear. If you want help with this or you want me to do something for you, just tell me. Just communicate with me. You know what I mean?
I think that works now, but when you were younger, it was really hard to communicate with you.
I'll be the first to admit I changed so much.
I'm not trying to say Diana was the devil growing up, but now she's become the angel after getting married.
Correct.
That's what I'm saying.
The next question is, who's become the devil?
Renwa
changed a lot too.
And Diana switched. So Renwa was the angel growing up. When she got married, she became the devil.
I don't think the devil is a nice word to use.
Diana was the devil growing up, and then when she got married, she became.
I don't think the devil. You gotta make me cry. I don't think the devil is the right.
But you know what I mean. It's the opposite of angel. That's why.
No,
why are you crying?
Because people don't know the behind the scene of everything, and I don't want to share it on camera. But life experiences change you, and I think I'm still the same inside. I just don't have patience. Like I get triggered so easily.
You do.
Maybe because you also had 3 kids in 5 years.
I moved 5 times in 6 years.
I think you're just overwhelmed.
I am. And I try to be there for everyone while I'm having 3 kids, and I'm still trying to like achieve my dreams.
Yes.
In the through it all. And my husband is like amazing, but like he's definitely like, we're moving tomorrow. Let's pack our shit and get out of the country.
Anytime, I learned this somewhere, I forgot where. Anytime you give someone a compliment and then you follow it with but, scratch that compliment. I didn't mean the compliment.
No, I did.
That's what it means.
I will say, I will say, because you grew up, I'll admit I changed a lot and I calmed down a lot after marriage. I had a lot of attitude growing up.
Oh, I'm glad you admit
because to me, in my mind, because I wasn't fully mature yet, I felt like I wasn't being understood. That's just my perspective. But I think because Guinwa and Nagam grew up with me having like so much like attitude and lashing out all the time, that now that I changed, sometimes they always remember like the old Diana, and that's how they base their judgment. I feel like you still haven't like fully processed sometimes that I actually like, I'm a lot different than I used to be growing up.
I think you are different, Diana, because of the environment you're in now, which is very calm. But I think one thing that goes out of your schedule, I see a peak of old
I stress
Diana.
out, of course.
When you stress out, I'm like, oh, there comes the attitude.
I get overwhelmed easily still, I agree.
Yeah.
Diana, you went, okay. When will the last sister have a baby?
I can answer it.
Go for it.
As soon as you fix your sleep schedule.
Well, I want to fix my health issues first.
Okay, but how are you going to fix your health issues if you don't sleep? Again, it all goes back to your sleep
I say that
schedule.
every single day.
Diana, when you have kids, your life...
Oh my god. Okay.
Very simple.
Let's just say we have started having discussions since I just turned 30.
Right.
We are.
By the way, I didn't have my first baby till 32.
Yeah. So we have started having discussions about, you know, when do we want to start trying?
Oh, when do you want to start?
Yeah.
It's okay.
And I feel like, you know, this entire year, actually, I've been focused on healing from all my hormonal issues, and I feel like I'm finally starting to heal. Like literally the past like month, I started feeling better. I just started running for the first time in 9 months, you know, because I haven't been able to do that. So I think I'm prioritizing like fully healing, which we're getting there. And then there's discussions about it. Let's just say that. But I'm leaving it up to God, you know?
So if you have to choose ideally a time to get married, like an age.
Married?
Sorry. A baby, is there an age?
32.
Okay.
I think 32 is a good age.
So 2 more years.
So get pregnant at 31 and have the baby.
If I get pregnant
now,
and now
are you ready?
It's not like I'm gonna cry.
No, are you ready?
I think I'm ready because of the husband that I have, and I know Hassan is gonna be so hands-on, so I'm not gonna be scared because I know he'll be involved in everything with me.
Yeah. I think Hassan will save your life with a baby.
Yeah.
Because you would not be able to. You're still a baby in our eyes sometimes.
I actually do not think I'll be able to do it alone.
Yeah.
I need help.
Thank God you'll never be a single mother.
No, your followers give some terrible questions.
Oh, okay. Don't put that part in. They're gonna just hate him more. Just kidding. We put that part.
I'll do a question.
So this is typically targeted at me, but I think I'm going to go ahead and kind of make the focal point to Sin here. First off, this is terrible English, but have ever Sin gave Diana a hard time about the clothes she wears?
I used to, yeah, in the beginning. But thankfully, she fixed it real quick.
Yeah.
As you can see from this outfit.
Okay, you know what's funny? Actually, before we got married, my family used to think like Hassan was gonna be so strict with how I dressed. And the reason for that is because he was full on, literally from like the first trip we met, he was like, as someone who was an NHL cheerleader and dressed as a cheerleader, he straight up told me, I'm not okay with you dressing like that if we're married. You know, like he wasn't like trying to hide the fact that he's not okay and he has certain like boundaries with how I dress, but he's not strict at all clearly with how I dress. Like there's a certain level of respect there. That's
Do you think
like,
he got lenient after you got married?
I actually think he...
I think so.
I think
No,
he
I actually
also
choose-
became more modest, Diana.
I actually choose her outfits, that's why.
Choose her, yeah.
No, I do think I'm definitely more modest than I used to be, but I'm definitely by no means modest, and Hassan is definitely not controlling to where he's like, you need to go check. Like when he doesn't like something, he approaches it very calmly, and he approaches it in a way where like, how do you say this in English? Like bistahet to even, you know, you know, like
see that.
like within myself, I'm like, oh my God, like I need to like maybe this outfit is too much.
I have a question
Yeah.
related to that. How does Hassan feel about the dance moves that you've been doing?
Yeah.
What dance move?
Where?
Like sometimes,
On TikTok?
That wasn't part of the question.
sometimes the dance moves are a little too.
I don't think that's weird because I don't do it in like a sexual way, you know? And as someone who grew up dancing her whole life, he's never, I mean, I'm sure.
I'm just curious.
Yeah. Like,
Well, she's not twerking.
Yeah, but some of them are like.
Show me, let me see.
And there's an answer.
I think he knows my intentions.
There has been a little like, you know, sex appeal in the dance moves.
But I always do it in,
Well, when there is a limit, so if I see something that's like really bad,
So she
we'll
shows
remove
you it, and
Yeah.
you approve it.
I do it in front of him.
Yeah,
videos, you know what I mean? So
no, what I'm trying to say, for someone that was like at the beginning, like being like strict about your, not strict, but like told you it from the get go.
Yeah.
I thought maybe he would not like these things as well, but
yeah, I'm not gonna lie, but what I love about Hassan is he lets me be myself. Like he doesn't restrict me from how I am as a person, if that makes sense. Like he has his boundaries.
he's understanding.
Yeah, he has his
balances
boundaries, but he also lets me be me.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, did you guys ever disapprove of each other's partners at some point?
That's a good one.
I don't think we ever did. Did we?
Well, I didn't know Samir at the time, right?
Yeah.
And then Salim was like a brother, so no.
Aww.
Yeah, I would say the same. I don't think I've had issues with ever. I don't think I've never had issues with anybody with the sisters.
I will say the brother-in-laws have never gotten into.
No, someone literally made a comment saying, I feel like the brother-in-laws get along more than the sisters do.
We're literally brothers.
Yeah, absolutely.
The guys got a lot in common. We love beautiful women. You know?
Aww.
But I
said he
feel like
has a very sweet side, you guys.
he does. But I feel like us as sisters, we never disapproved. We all loved partners for each other.
And something about us sisters and our parents too, we never bash like each other's like brother-in-laws or anything, or like compare. I know one of the questions there was asking like comparison question. That's like not allowed in our household. Like instantly, like my parents shut it down. Like they love all of us. Like they respect all the brothers, and same thing with
I actually
sisters.
witnessed that because I've been there for so long.
Correct.
You know, yes.
You're the OG, babe.
I've witnessed, their opinions, and none of the parents even, like disagree or have bad things to say at all.
Yeah.
So yeah, yes.
My parents do treat our husbands like their kids.
Literally.
All right, question for Guinwa. Why didn't you want to delete the gender reveal videos, even though Nagam wanted you to?
Ooh, that was like the biggest drama of the season, actually.
Yeah. So let me answer, and then you can go in and give your good luck to her. Actually.
Oh.
Okay. Let me tell you something, guys. The way that someone approaches me makes the biggest deal. I was out on my son's birthday, and all I know is Nagam was gonna post her gender reveal video within 20. I just know when she posts her video, my understanding at least is when she posts the video is when I can post my Smurfs video. So we were with my brother-in-law, actually, with Salim and my husband for my son's birthday. It was a long day, and I remember Salim mentioned something like Nagam posted the video. So then I was like, oh, Salim, look at this video. I'm gonna post it now, like the Smurfs. It was very innocent. I didn't read Nagam's text. She texted me, but I didn't read her text. When you have kids, especially young ones, and they're screaming, you literally have like 2-3 seconds, like 2 minutes to make a decision. So I was like, Salim, look at this Smurfs video. He's like, haha, it's so funny. I'm like, can you help me with a caption? What do you think is a good caption for the video? It was very innocent. And I posted it.
Within 30 minutes?
Literally, because it was live. I didn't see exactly how was it 30 minutes or an hour, and even it was 30 minutes. I'm like, it's posted, it's fine, the news is out. So I posted it, and then my phone was away. I went to my in-laws' house. We're sitting to celebrate my son's birthday. I got a call from Nagam.
Have a whole soccer thing happening for 2.5 minutes before I even show the reveal. You know what I mean?
I understand she was pregnant and hormonal. I completely understand that. But the way she spoke to me was unacceptable. She was screaming on the phone, yelling.
I wasn't screaming.
You were. Nagam, you were screaming. You were screaming.
I was screaming after you said no.
No.
I'm not going to delete it.
First of all, I was trying in front of my in-laws to act like there's nothing going on. Like, yeah, like even my face, you'd see like, yeah. Like I was trying to.
Okay, I was about to say something nice, but you're.
Let me just finish.
I think the blame.
Why are you? Let me finish. Let me finish my point, and then you'll talk. So when she was screaming like that, I like literally my heart was beating. I'm like, what is going on? I'm in my in-laws' house.
Heart beating? I hope so. You'd be dead if it wasn't.
I'm like, my heart was racing. I was like, okay, and I'm trying to act like nothing's wrong, but you could see from my face. So I told Samir, I'm like, she wants me to delete the video, and she's going crazy about it. So Samir told me, you're not going to delete the video. Like, this is actually ridiculous. He's like, you're not going to delete the video. And then at that point, I was literally stuck between pleasing my sister or like listening to my husband. And I want to say something. Samir has an amazing relationship with Nagam. So it's not anything against my sister. He loves Nagam. Samir's concept was coming from, it is so hard for me to produce content on a daily basis, and I have a certain schedule, and he knows how hard it is, and I had a good video that I just wanted to post and move on with my content, and he knows my intentions are very innocent, so he's like, it's not a big deal. It's not like you posted it before she did. Leave the video. And the video was doing pretty well. So he's like, why is she gonna let you delete the video? You can go ahead and talk.
Okay. First of all, I wasn't screaming. Guinwa just dramatizes everything. Exaggerates everything. I told her, Guinwa, delete the video. And she's like, no, I'm not going to delete the video. When you tell me no, after something that means so much to me, obviously I'm going to be very upset and sure, take it as screaming or whatever, or yelling or whatever it was. But I was actually going to say, I think you had the heart to delete it.
I did.
But your husband... Samid was the one playing in her head like, no, don't delete it, you know? Because if it was Guinwa's decision alone, I think she would have deleted it.
I don't want to talk to you, Samid. I don't want to talk to you.
No, okay, you don't have to respond, but it's really not that big of a deal.
It's not that big of a deal, you guys don't have to delete it.
I think deleting a video after posting it is just bad. It looks bad.
It's not.
And I do agree that sometimes you're like la 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 la, you're not paying attention and you post it, so you might have. It's just like, I'm more aware of these things, like, oh, it's her moment, let me not quickly post right away.
All I'm saying, if it was me, I do not take it seriously. Like,
Okay.
I'm very, like, go with the flow.
Let me piggyback.
So let me just, I'm very go with the flow. Like, if it's like, do that, I was like, okay, it's fine. It's
but
fine.
to each
so
their
I
own.
think because my husband, and Nagam is not very, like, go with the flow, which I like that about her. I'm trying to be, I guess, more like that. She's more like, business is business. This is what it is. And I'm more like, oh, it's okay. So that's where my husband comes in. He's like, I'm tired of you just like going with the flow. Like, hold your ground and stand up for yourself. You're not deleting the video, stop feeling bad.
It's not about holding your stand on your ground. It's about respecting the other person's feelings.
Correct. So maybe you should have approached me in more of a respectful
Yeah, and like
manner.
delete the video. And when you tell me no, I'm gonna no.
Did you not see the message?
No.
And I was like, no.
Yes.
Yes.
We have proof, actually. We
Show
have
the proof.
Yeah, it was.
Roll it back.
Okay, I understand. You guys don't want to delete it. That's fine. But I'm not going inside, babe. I would like to leave. I don't care. I don't fucking care. I'm treating everyone like shit. I don't care.
I was yelling after you said no, and after Samir was like, she's not gonna delete the video.
No.
I'm getting screenshots here.
We're gonna have to agree to disagree. That's not what happened. Were you calm when you called me?
When I asked you to delete the video, did you say no? Did you say no?
The first
Respond.
question. The first
Yeah,
question
I was not calm, but I was not yelling the way you're
So
saying.
how were you talking? Guinwa, did you delete? How were you talking?
No, I wasn't calm. Obviously, I was mad. I was mad. But
So how did you say it? Naham,
Well, I don't remember. I don't remember.
The first, did you not read my messages?
Okay, let's roll
That
the
was
clip
the first.
and compare it to this.
Okay.
That was not filmed. No, that was not filmed.
Anyway, let me to add on to what Guinwa said. I feel like Nagam is the most analytical and picky when it comes to her content, and that's why. Hold on, let me finish. You guys talk
as much as you guys. You guys
I understand. Let me finish. I didn't even get my point across. Okay. So that's why, like, in Guinwa's mind, she was like, it's not a big deal. Like, she already posted it, but Nagam's like, it was my moment. And literally, like, the reveal was at the very end of my video. Like, let it at least process for 24 hours, which she did text that to us. Personally, I was planning on posting the reveal maybe like 2 hours after. I was also not aware we were supposed to wait 24 hours, but because Nagam said that in the message, I was like, great. Guinwa obviously did not see that text, so that's why she posted it 30 minutes later.
She didn't see it, I understand.
But what I'm saying is,
but when she said
hold on,
no,
I have one more
when
sentence.
she said no, that's what pissed me off.
Because the video was already performing well, so why am I gonna
I understand, but what I'm saying is, because me and Guinwa are more go with the flow with our content and not as analytical, we personally don't see it as big of a deal as you do. Mm-hmm. That's why, because Nagam is very like, I want everything to be perfection.
But now after this happened, now all of you guys are like, wait, don't post your content.
Yeah, because we set boundaries.
Yeah, so you guys are understanding that too, though. Like, you would be mad too. Like, if you got pregnant, Diana, let me go ahead.
No, to be honest with you, Nagam, it's not like we would be mad too, but I'm sitting here like, damn, maybe I should be mad too. Like, she's mad, like,
she's never upset.
I'm never, but now I'm like, maybe I should make a big deal about it. Like, even with you, like, you don't want to show Eunice on social media, maybe never you want, which I 100% respect.
Right.
But in my mind, I'm like, damn, when I gave birth to my kids, you guys were taking content of my kids. Let me finish talking. Taking content of my kids left and right, and sometimes I don't like the content you take, but I'm like, I was very go with the flow.
Yeah, now we're more aware.
Maybe I shouldn't be. Maybe I shouldn't be.
Yeah, maybe it opened your eyes because, like, I'm that way with Eunice.
But, like, you're that way, but you should be that way with other people too.
No. But you can't even say that because you show your kids more than anyone does. So you
but I have. But
yeah, I understand. That's her kids, but I'm saying, so if I choose to keep my kid private,
I respect
it's because I'm keeping it private.
Correct, and I respect
if you don't keep your own kids private, then
but when you're doing content with my kids, you should always ask me, is it okay to post instead of just posting?
But you never expressed that was thing. I always
because I get it correct. Yeah, it's because I'm very like, it's okay, it's alright.
That was your opinion about the whole. Like, that's your preference. That was now your preference have changed maybe because you've seen how we've been with it, you know.
And to be honest, the whole not kid thing, that's really my decision. Nagam actually would be open to it. If I was open to it, I just don't want the kid.
I honestly respect that, and that's something that, no, Salim, I do respect that, and whatever the parents' decision is, whatever they want to do, I respect the parents' decision. It's completely, I understand.
Yeah, I just feel like there was no ill intentions with anyone. We just go about our content differently. And after the whole with the sisters, actually, the episodes is what made us realize that we need to set boundaries when it comes to events and when each person should share content of someone else's event. We personally do it because we want to share. We're excited to celebrate our sister. We're not sharing it to, I want to be the first one to post about it.
And especially with, I think I got really hurt too, is because first of all, I was at my in-laws' house. Like my in-laws have to get involved in this whole drama.
We went through this in the episode. You don't have to go through it again.
Second, I flew in with all of my kids to Vegas, which is a lot to fly from Florida to Vegas with 3 kids, to be there for her gender reveal. Like, I flew to my sister's events, every single one of them, and
but you can't use that as a reasoning of why you said no to post a video.
Like, my intention was pure. It wasn't like I was trying to be sneaky.
It was pure till you said no, I'm not gonna delete the video. That's it. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, but what we learned from this whole thing is we did something good came out of it, is that now we're all on the same page.
Correct.
When there's events and things happen, we ask permission, and like we're more, we have those
one thing
boundaries.
that y'all don't realize is all these things I went through actually made y'all closer and understand each other more.
Correct.
I agree.
True.
Correct.
That is true.
All right.
I'll take the blame for the video, another one.
I will give you the blame.
Well, I took the blame because let me tell you why.
Because
honestly, Guinwa was so selfless when it comes to this, and she was visibly upset. So I only got involved when the fight got so dramatic. And then when I found out what it was about, and the video was performing so well, I'm like, you shouldn't delete any video that any of your sisters ask you to delete just on a
He was more making a statement about it, like stand up,
you should
stand my
say
ground.
no.
You did make it worse though.
What's that?
Let's be real.
I made it worse.
Yeah.
I mean, I might have, but because it wouldn't have ended Guinwa's way. Nagam I love Nagam, and like we're very similar. She would have like driven there and deleted herself.
Nagam will get
I wanted to just. I wanted Guinwa to decide on herself. I wanted her to decide, but also we offered to. You offered to
put it on private.
What do you call that?
Put it on private.
Yeah.
Which I didn't even think the private thing would have done. Like, that's a better thing than deleting it.
Which, by the way, my husband told me not to put it on private.
Yeah.
And I get it. And I ended up putting it because I'm like, that feels right in my heart. And then he ended up agreeing. He's like, fine, it's okay, babe. That makes you feel good.
I just wanted you to do whatever you wanted to do without pressure. Oh, this is a good one. Who opposed the whole idea of the show most, and why?
Nagam. Because she felt like Nagam is the most. When Nagam sets her mind to something, she goes all in. And I feel like she felt like she was going to be doing most of the work. Nagam is definitely the most business-minded out of the sisters. So she was like, you guys are going to start this, and then you're going to have me do all the work.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why she was opposed.
Yep.
Okay.
Which it ended up happening.
It ended up happening.
I was doing a lot of work too.
And,
I was.
The sisters did work.
I mean, babe, you're trying to.
Sam did most of the work.
Say honestly. But yeah, that's.
Guinwa, the last 4 episodes was like going hard on it.
Thank you, Sam.
She did. Guinwa flipped it around. I feel like Guinwa like ruined it at first,
but then
she couldn't keep up.
Guinwa with 3 kids is tough.
No, I know, that's what I'm saying. I feel like in the beginning, Guinwa just could not balance it all, but then towards the end, I feel like she ended up saving season 1.
I think once she started realizing that I had enough, and then you started whatever.
I was like checked out.
No, I think I didn't want to lose my relationship with you because you were like losing it on me, and I would get a call from her. I'm dreading to answer her call because I'm like, she's gonna give me shit now.
No,
she's gonna ask me for the edit. She's gonna tell me what the hell is this edit that you did, and I'm like, oh god.
Guys, honestly, part of the reason at the beginning why at the end I'll take the blame because I was losing it of why things were delayed, and I was obviously like giving birth and stuff. But at the beginning, why we were not posting consistently, why it was not bi-weekly.
Yeah.
No, I would say I was 70% of the reason, but not 100%.
Okay, so I found a pretty good one you guys probably looked over. Who acts most different on camera than in real life?
Ooh.
Who wants
I know Guinwa has an answer.
What?
I think I have an answer too.
Oh.
No, I'm not sure.
Who wants to answer that?
Is it only sisters?
It's not an insult.
Or couples?
No, I'll answer it. Shall I answer it?
I already know who's going to say me.
Couples is better.
Couples?
I was gonna say Diana, just because.
Damn.
She's very goofy on camera. She is goofy in real life, but like that's not her 24/7.
Yeah, I never say it's me 24/7.
So and Diana always wanted to be an actor growing up. So I think when she sees the camera, she naturally puts on an act.
No, I really am. I grew up a performer, so I naturally, when the camera's on, I over exaggerate things. Obviously,
correct. But it's part of her persona and branding, you know.
But I can be very calm. It's not like I'm jumping off the wall 24/7. But
She
I don't think anyone
is very calm in real life.
Yeah. Someone actually asked me the other day when I was at Nordstrom with Nagam, and she's like,
not calm. Sorry, you were not calm when you were a child. No, absolutely not.
You're more like you want to be by yourself, alone, like just distant, you know. Someone asked me actually in the fitting room in Nordstrom, I don't know if you remember, she was a very sweet lady. She's like, oh my God, I follow you guys on social media, blah, blah, blah. I watch with the sisters. And she's like, who's the craziest one of you guys? Like the craziest.
I think it's you.
And I was like, actually, it's me. They're like, no, it's Diana. I'm like, no. In real life, I'm the craziest. Like I was the one growing up that I would put on an act just to embarrass my sister, just to get them to laugh.
Well, you do love attention. So you like to be the
She's not wrong.
What is it?
She likes to be the center of attention. Yes, that's what it is. But
because you were also in a pageant, so it makes sense.
But crazy and goofy are two completely different things.
I feel like always crazy and goofy though growing up. I feel like your goofiness came after you started doing the videos with Baba, and you were able to be more of yourself and showcase like your true goofiness on camera.
I was always like a goofy and a performer.
You were always good with kids.
Yeah.
But I've never seen you like goofy with us or like make, you know what I mean? Like I was the one that was like goofy with the family because I wanted us to like be close and bond, not for attention. Yes, I like to obviously before I had kids. Now I'm not like that. I think before I had kids, because I was in a pageant and always wanted to work in front of the camera, I love being in front of the camera, not behind the camera, like with the camera on me type of thing. I don't think I'm like that right now as a mom, but yes, I think now I'm not as goofy as I used to be, I think because I'm always overwhelmed and stressed. But growing up, I was like very silly and very like.
But I feel like
on a show.
But I feel like with my content, I'm not maybe in the beginning when I was only like doing like comedy. But now with my lifestyle videos, I'm not always just goofy. Like I'm very like on my IG stories, I'm as calm as can be.
Diana's like pretty funny in real life too.
Oh, thank you. The brother said
I will say she's very.
I also want to say one thing about that. I agree with you, and I don't think that Diana puts on a show much, but she's so invested in her social media, it's become her.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I don't think she puts on a show. Yeah, I don't think any of you guys do, but I think if I have to say, in a good way, Nagam. But I feel like Nagam is more calm on social media, but she's actually really funny in real life. You know? Like she's goofy.
I agree.
It's really funny.
She shows more like professional and stuff.
Yeah, you don't show your sense of humor on social media as much as you should.
I think I agree. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. I don't.
That is true.
Too busy making me look controlling.
How does Diana feel on Nagam Guinwa's opinion on her hyper dependence on Hussein?
Hate traveling without him. Like I actually have to think now. I have to turn my brain on. I'm getting anxiety right now.
You'll be okay.
Respectfully, I don't give a shit because I'm very happy with my marriage and my life, and I could care less if someone thinks I'm too dependent on my husband. I mean, I fully trust him.
It's very feminine.
And but also, you guys know I used to be very independent.
That's before what I'm saying. We didn't see this extent.
Yeah, before Hussein, I was the type like, I don't need no man, like blah, 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 you know? But now it's like, why wouldn't I be dependent on him?
So, question to Samin and Salim, do you guys feel a certain type of way that me and Guinwa are not as dependent on y'all?
That's a good question. First of all, Hussein said it best. It's feminine to be dependent.
Yeah. Samir would love me to be very dependent.
No.
But you are though. You are.
I am, but he wants me to be like to Diana's level, you know?
No. I don't mean dependent like you need me for anything. I don't mean that.
But Diana needs the same for everything.
Okay, we'll get to that. I think maybe she chooses to.
That's the biggest thing. It's not that I can't be independent. I 100% could be fully independent. I choose not to because he never gives me a reason to not depend on him.
And you want to depend on your husband. You want to play. There's a reason why there's man and woman, you know.
It makes your life.
You don't want to handle, your man handles. You know, like for example, my wife wants to be.
He was waiting for this.
Everything at all times.
This is his moment.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying it's good. It's a good thing, you know. Like us men, we're attracted to feminism.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like if you tell me, oh, you're the CEO of X company, that's not attractive.
Not at all. No.
You know, and actually, it's unattractive. Now, kudos to all the
boss babes out there,
boss ladies out there. Great. You know, I'm actually all about that as well. But it's like I want my woman to be free to do whatever she wants and be feminine and help raise the kids. So I don't know. Not that you can't. You're very dependent. She puts in an effort to not be that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's okay.
It's a dynamic.
You can be feminine and you can be a boss lady. This goes for both of you. You know? So you can be both. It's great to be both, right?
I agree.
What do you have to say?
It's more of every relationship is different, right? I think everyone from the outside has a perspective of, oh, she's too dependent or she's too controlling. I think everyone that watches us has a perspective of each one of us.
Yep.
But no one really understands the relationship. So some people may look at Simeon and be like, oh, he's too invested in this, doesn't give attention to Guinwa. People think I'm controlling with Nagam or that Diana's too dependent on Accent. But in reality, you guys see a fraction of what we actually go through in kind of our relationships, right? I think one of the questions earlier was like, how are you guys? I feel like we're all slightly different on camera, right? I think you guys do see a genuine side, but we're obviously far more authentic and genuine with each other. So sometimes when we get these questions or these perspectives, we're kind of thrown off and like, wait, we really like that, or oh, we come off that way.
Yeah.
So it's different. I don't think Deanna's too dependent on us. I think it's just what works for her. And I said, like, Nagam cannot be like that with me. Why?
Yeah.
For those who know Nagam, she, no matter what, let's say for example, I was booking flights yesterday. I was like, I got it, babe. She's like, yeah, thanks. And within 10 minutes later, she's like, actually, wait a minute, let me do it later today. And even I'm like, no, I got it. She's like, no. What credit card are you using? And make sure it's. I mean, it gets to the point where it can at times even cause friction in the relationship. So, like I said, it's a relationship dynamic. If it works for you, it works. If it doesn't, you just kind of find what works for you and what makes the relationship work.
And I think that's, you tolerate that, Salim. Like,
well, I try to.
Exactly. You know, like for me, Samir would not be okay with me booking anything. Like,
hell.
So I've learned. So I have learned.
I would be okay with you booking anything.
No. So I have learned to just like, okay, these things like he doesn't want me to do, I like back off. But I would say like probably Nagam is the most independent. Then comes me. Then comes Diana.
Yeah. Let me ask you, Simeon, given you know Nagam, if you asked her to book a flight, you would trust her to book a flight, correct?
Not only would I trust her to book a flight, I know it's done right.
Yeah.
And I know that. Like she actually, maybe she called the airline and got a better deal.
No.
And I mean, she's very good.
She would call the CEO.
And so is Guinwa, by the way.
Guinwa is good too.
But Guinwa is like she doesn't care about this or that. And she just does it.
You know what Guinwa does?
Hopes that everything plays out right.
No. Guinwa looks at it as what's the best option. Sometimes not looking at the practicality of the situation. So she's like, oh, this is going to be the best for everyone, and gets the best of the best. But if she took the time to deeper dive to see how she could find a better alternative, because she wants the best. And sometimes that price tag is not the best.
I agree.
I feel like honestly I'm like Renaud, that like I could care less, but Nagam and Hassan are very similar. They always find the like most practical thing to do when it comes to situations like that, like booking things.
And you all listen to their advices.
I just like you know, like I'm not in the
like
mood.
more convenient.
Yeah,
like, I just want convenience.
At the end of the day, to summarize this question, every marriage dynamic is different, and don't listen to the outside noise because you're two completely different people and two personalities. Just do what works for your marriage because you're the one living through it, not other people. And if someone wants to think otherwise, that's not your problem.
I lost a lot of sleep because of your comments, you guys.
Oh,
I gotta tell you, I felt very bad when I was like attacked because of your opinion.
It was so cute. He actually felt that.
I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have been involved, you know? But yeah, so apologies if that was.
That was really cute. That's really cute. Okay. I have a very juicy one. Does Nagam and Guinwa ever get jelly of Diana's more fame since y'all started before her?
That has to be the most ridiculous question
Can I answer
ever.
that real quick?
I have Salim answer,
I think that's probably the worst question on this list. Why? I think between the three sisters, I've never seen them happier when they get brand deals, when they get projects. I think Deanna one time, remember, she got a massive project. She told the sisters, and they were probably happier for her. So I think there's this perception that, oh, does she have 1 million followers? Oh, she only has this many, or 100, 200. Honestly, that doesn't matter between them. They actually look at it how she can be better than her, and how she can, even though she has 1 million, but they want her to be at 3 million. She wants her to be at 5 million.
Yep.
They try to boost each other's social media, so there's literally zero competition. The only fight is who's posting what footage first. But that's not a rivalry.
I will say, I feel like people who ask this question don't have sisters.
Yeah,
and
like,
don't know what it's
so
like to have
weird.
sisters. Like, we're literally family, and it's like, if I'm succeeding, my sisters are coming with me.
Correct.
Like, that's the reason we're doing with the sisters. It's like, we all want to succeed. We don't look at it like, oh, I have more followers than you. But by the way, the followers don't matter. Your engagement is what matters. And if you really
are very humble about this, Dan.
Yeah, I would never in my life be like, I have more followers than you, or I have more, because God will humble you real quick. Let's just say that. So especially, like, there's absolutely no envy or jealousy between us. Like, we truly love, care, and want the best for each other. And again, if I'm going up, my sisters are coming with me, and vice versa.
And their husbands?
And their husbands.
I hope so.
Very nicely said, Dano.
This is really not much of a juicy question, but something that I feel like it's a different perspective, because we all have a different kind of relationship with our partner. So it's marriage advice. So, I mean, given your relationship, our relationship, and your relationship, what advice would you give to someone?
Oh, that's really tough.
Oh, I can give marriage advice.
Do you want to give marriage advice
Sure,
first? Okay, go.
sure.
That's
Marriage advice. When you get married and you spend 30, 40 years together, people change over the course of 5 years, 10 years. People learn, people become better. So there's no perfect marriage. Anybody who tells you they have a perfect marriage, it doesn't exist. There's no perfect people. There's no perfect. You work together to learn about yourselves and adapt and make it perfect. And things can change. Like when we first got married, we were traveling with no kids. There's different challenges than now with 3 kids, which may be different challenges tomorrow or next year. So learn to accept the person for who they are, and learn how to adapt and love each other for who you are that year or during that stage of your relationship, I would say.
That was amazing.
That was really nice.
Our relationship is a little different. So, I mean, I've only been married now for about a year and some change, and so at the beginning of our relationship, I would never say it was rocky, but I would say it was that adaptive process, right? She has a different perspective than I, but it didn't make it rocky. I think we both found a common ground. And kind of like what Samir said, I think people change once in a relationship, not for the worse, but perspectives kind of get altered, right? I think you start to put more focus on your partner, and things that you kind of may have been okay with prior kind of shift that focus, and y'all know where I'm going with that one. Specifically the clothing. But a lot of get those comments, but really it's just an adaptive thing. It's not a control thing. I think Nagam will also have, an opinion of things that I do and she's not okay with, that I had to kind of change as well within the relationship early on. And there's nothing wrong with that. It doesn't mean you're a controlling person. It doesn't mean that, you're this possessive human being. I think it's just something that 2 partners new in a relationship learn to come together, learn to understand each other, and then perspectives kind of change for the better, and you guys are on the same path.
Yeah. I will say I'm very proud of how you guys are handling being parents, like co-parenting, because I feel like you're growing closer together. Usually that breaks marriages apart, but instead you guys are coming closer together and you're working so well together with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say mashallah.
Mashallah.
I do think the having a kid kind of like made our relationship better, not worse.
That was never worse at the beginning.
It was not worse, yeah, but some people like kids like ruin or I don't know.
Relationships.
Make it tougher.
I would say ruin tougher.
Yeah, it made it even better. And also, motherhood has been amazing.
I want to hear marriage advice from Hussein.
Go ahead.
Well, I'll ask you some questions.
Ask me
and
questions.
she'll know the answer.
Okay.
What do we do on a weekly basis?
Debrief meetings.
Yes. And what do we talk about?
Everything. Goals, finances, our weekly schedule. Yep.
And then what's the most important thing that if something was to happen, like we get in a fight, right? What's the most important thing for me? Like how you treat me with
respect.
There you go. The respect is the most important thing to me.
Yeah.
How you treat me, how you speak to me, right? And the weekly meetings really do help.
I agree. Because we go over everything. Like if I feel like I'm very stressed out in a certain area of my life, that's when I bring it up. Like, because a lot of times things get thrown under the rug and you don't.
Does it tell you, wait, hold, save it for the meeting?
No. But I feel like we're so busy throughout our day-to-day life that those meetings are the time to really focus on us and how can we help each other out this week? What do you have that I need to be there for? What do you need help with? You know?
And a big thing too, we don't go to sleep mad at each other.
In the beginning,
you never went to sleep
before we got married. Before we got married, I actually had a huge issue with that because Hussein would be the type. Obviously, we didn't live together, so Hussein would be the type. If I'm upset about something, he would just disappear for like 2 days.
Not disappear, but like I'm not.
He just wouldn't even try. Like,
I was busy.
Still, like that's something. That's something we really had to work on though, because that like you can't just like leave me upset for days. It makes things worse. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, we definitely worked on that.
When was the time that you got like you guys were really upset, and how did you handle it, Sam? Like really mad, like the most time you've ever been mad?
He's about 7 hours ago.
What? No. That wasn't even bad.
7 hours ago? What happened?
What happened?
That wasn't even bad. I was just stressed out because I was trying to film like 2 things at once.
Well, Guinwa texts her. She's like, and Guinwa says, I'm like 20 minutes away or something, right?
I was stressed out because I didn't want her waiting on me.
And I just wanted you to do something very simple, and you didn't want to do it. So you lashed out. You're like, no, like, I don't have time. I have to film this. I have to do that. So I said, you just have to calm down. You have to just relax. Right?
Yeah.
And then what happened?
And then he just left the room, and then he texted me about something completely unrelatable, and that's it. That wasn't even that was whatever.
And then we had a conversation, and we said, what's the most important thing between our relationship, which is?
Yeah, he told me, like, you need to, he's like, see, when Hassan makes you feel bad with his words, to where I'm like, embarrassed. Yeah, I like get embarrassed. I'm like, oh my God, you're right. Like, he'd be like, do I respect you and do everything for you? So why would you treat me with disrespect? And I was like, oh. I was like, I'm so sorry. Like,
what I said was,
babe, if you do everything for me,
I mean, even if I did everything,
all I said is, do I deserve this respect? Or do I deserve disrespect?
I said no.
She said no. So why are you disrespecting me?
Oh my God,
see?
That makes me feel bad.
She doesn't have an answer.
I deserve disrespect.
And then,
the strategy's different.
No, well, you have to understand. What do you do when that doesn't fix it? Then, like,
I mean, she's very logical, honestly.
I give in right away. I feel bad right away. Like, I'll be like, oh my God. Like, I literally, when he said
that, there's no emotional. Like, she's not emotional. Like, she's just very logical in the middle of altercations, yeah.
So like when he says things like that right away, I'm like, I'm sorry. Like, I was like, I'm just stressed out. Like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. And we move on. Okay, let's end it off with this question, which I feel like there's a few reasons, but why would we not do a season 2 of With the Sisters? And let me start, and I think this is actually, for me, the biggest reason, aside from the stress and all unorganization and the fact that we're too busy with our personal platforms. You guys may not know this, but amongst our relationship as sisters, we actually would fight all the time about each episode. And even like the guys got involved, and at the end of the day, it's not worth getting in the way of our relationship as sisters. And there was a lot of things we were just disagreeing on.
But we would fight about what? I think we would fight about like the workload, timing, why didn't you submit this in time, why did this footage,
But not just that, I feel like even like certain things that happen in the episode, like maybe the way things are edited, one sister would be like, why did you edit it, like why did you make me look that way, you know, because
editing is everything, honestly.
Yeah, but also sometimes we would include this clip but not that clip of a person.
So I feel like there was a lot of arguments, and at the end of the day we're like, screw this, like it's not worth getting in our relationship as sisters. Towards the end though, we did end up finding an editor who sees our vision, and I feel like after we hired the editor, we like never argued after that.
We didn't.
You took the load off.
And that was really honestly whose idea at the beginning. I think me and Hussein too.
For an editor?
Like me and Samir. Samir. At the beginning.
We went through like 5 editors.
We went through like the wrong types of editors. But at the beginning, it was me and Samir and Hussein were very adamant on hiring even a producer, Hussein said.
I was too.
And Diana. Nagam was more like, we got this, we could do it, because she's very like hands-on.
No, Hussein was down with editing. What are you talking about?
He was with editing.
I wanted an editor.
Hussein wanted us to edit.
I wasn't.
me and you, baby.
Yeah, sorry. Samir was very like, no, we're hiring an editor.
Yeah, no, that's true though.
Yeah, Samir
I was wishy-washy.
Well, that's because we tried multiple editors and it didn't work out.
But we weren't looking at the right places. I had to go to Europe and find the editor.
It was also, it's time consuming, and again, we're all busy with our own personal things, with work. So this takes a lot of time, you know, even the editing, even the thinking strategy, all that.
And also, how do we feel about the comments on season 1?
Yeah, I feel like you guys see surface level that you start like attacking one sister or this sister, and it's like not fair in a way.
But honestly, if we're gonna put our lives out there, people are gonna judge. That's just a given.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is we're only showing you guys like a very you know, if there was no drama, no one would probably be watching.
Right.
So we have to give you guys something, and then you just go full force and start attacking.
Yeah.
So that's probably like, oh, maybe it's not like it, you know, if the comments were a little bit more like friendly and understand that this is like a reality show, then maybe it will keep us going. But it's like y'all really
also
attack.
Every single sister dynamic has fights. It's not like it's just we are just showing it to you guys because you guys crave drama. Like when we asked on social media, literally, what are you looking forward the most on with the sisters? The number one response was sister fights and drama.
Yep.
Literally.
And then when we show you that, they're like, oh my god, the sisters fight and so much.
Oh my god, you're not as close to each other as I thought you were.
It's like what? We're actually very close. We have a very healthy relationship. Our relationship would not be healthy if we did not fight at all. It would be super fake.
I think you had the best feedback on comments this season.
Really?
Yeah, like people actually.
I don't read comments.
So who was the most hated and who was the most loved?
The most loved were Hussein and Diana.
Yeah. I say hated. I don't think anyone was specific. I think each video someone got targeted. Like one episode it was Guinwa. One episode Samir. One episode me. One episode.
No, but it seems like Diana can do no wrong.
No, I'm sure I got. Honestly, I barely read the comments because I knew we're putting our lives out there. There's going to be a lot of judgment. That's just the way it is. But
I don't think it was fair in terms of like there's a lot of moments of behind the scene that were like really sweet of me that weren't captured because there's like literally no one to capture it. And same thing of Nagam. I feel like with Diana it was just like Hussein is always there filming her.
Yes, we don't have that.
We don't have that. So with us it's like there's drama. Oh, let's put the camera on them. There's drama now.
Yeah, but when there's sweet moments,
they're not captured.
Maybe it's because I feel like I share a lot more about my personal life. So there's no surprise.
You have Hussein helping you with filming so much.
I agree, but I'm saying there's no surprises with the reality show with me because I already show it all.
And it's conflicting with our personal. You guys are getting a little upset that when we post it on TikTok and Instagram beforehand, you didn't really want to see that on YouTube repetition. So we just have to balance that out because obviously we can't stop posting on our personals as well.
Our personal platforms are our main source of income, so we can't just like not share our lives on our personal platforms either. So it's just a tricky situation, and we have to figure out if we want to have a little bit of a redirection for season 2.
So whether we're having season 2 or not is up in the air right now. There's a lot for us to discuss, but we'll keep you guys posted.
We'll just have to wait and see.
Damn, I'm a good host. You see? You see?
Okay.
We hope you enjoyed the season 1 reunion. Maybe we'll see you next season, maybe not. Dun dun dun.